Yeah, I know. It's a few weeks in to the new year, but I have been on hiatus, and let me tell you what. You cannot, and I mean cannot, leave YouTube for what? A couple of weeks, let alone a month, and expect to come back and expect there not to be no new news? Well, guess what? There's a whole bunch of new news. And I bet you I should just jump right into it. So I woke up the other morning and I look up and I'm like, you know what? I get a tweet and it's all this chaos and stuff happening in the world. There is fires in Australia. There is meteors coming down. And then there is the impending threat of World War III. So what the hell, HE double hockey sticks, does that have to do with, well, GEAK? Doesn't that sound like a script of Final Fantasy VII? Tyrannical president, check. Shinra? Meteor falling from the sky, well, Sephiroth and Meteor, and, well, fires and war. Well, that sounds like Watu. Yuffie's hometown. I kind of butchered the name, but you know, I ain't got the Japanese accent like Square Enix has dropped like 3 more videos of trailers since the last time that I, made a video. And I'm ashamed to even say that TIFA, baby, I wasn't there to watch you at the Game Awards. I had to work, girl, but we already talked about this, boo. TIFA, I love you, girl, right? I wouldn't do nothing. I would never do anything to hurt you. Ooh, baby, I'll give all my love to you. Tifa, I'll give you every little bit of my love. There is literally about a month and a half away until Final Fantasy R, the remake, Final Fantasy VII, comes out, and I'm super excited for Final Fantasy VII because you've already heard me say this multiple times that that's my 1B game of all time. If it wasn't for the GOAT game, Chrono Trigger, 1A, then it would be Final Fantasy VII. No other game has actually touched me other than Chrono Trigger, but in different ways. And I ain't just talking about Tifa. I mean the whole story from villain to the dialogue to how the hair with Cloud and Zack and Sephiroth contrast and to the real world elements, which again lets me to talk about all the things that were happening in our real world society to their society, which is very near future. If you look up the synopsis of Final Fantasy VII, the original synopsis, it talks about how it's near future. And again, when you look at it from the aspect of our era 2020, yeah, it's kind of scary. Hopefully nobody starts making super soldiers if they already have it. My prediction is Final Fantasy VII R, the remake, will be game of the year. Yep, I already said it. I've already said it. I know Kakarot's coming out. I know Cyberpunk's coming out. I know Metroid might come out. I also know that there's Animal Crossing coming out and that The Last of Us 2 is going to be out. And with other games and systems and consoles from the Xbox X series, we'll get into that later. And the PlayStation 5, we'll get into that later too, will be out. And we don't really know what games are dropping for that. Usually and typically there's not a lot of great launch title games. Unless a system's Nintendo. Then there's something to worry about, like if they dropped the Breath of the Wild. But now, if Sony would have held out and dropped Last of Us 2 for the PlayStation 5 exclusively, and we would have got no loading time, and we'd have got that pure 4K, might make a lot of people have to go out there and get a 4K TV. But the way it stands, Final Fantasy VII, the remake, R, in my opinion, is going to be the game of the year with an ATB attack time battle system, which can be swapped with basically the Final Fantasy 15 battle system, where we're able to control each and every one of our own characters. Like, sincerely, can you really imagine fighting as Cloud? Yeah, you can, because we watched the trailers. Fighting as Cloud with the Buster Blade and then using different materials. We can see the slots, y'all. And then flipping it over to fighting as Tifa, which has hand-to-hand combat. See, everybody always on my time because they think that I'm in love with Tifa because the Mamoraries. Okay. The Mamoraries is nice, but it's because Tifa sincerely is a strong character. Yeah, it's because she's a strong character. And because, well, she got them hands. Tifa got them hands. I'm pretty sure that Tifa in a hand-to-hand combat can whoop Cloud's ass. I ain't seen no documentation about it, but have you seen my baby with the somersault and the short skirt? I couldn't even get the words out. The short skirt. Tifa got hands, and she got legs too. I also am very interested in to see how all the summons do and see what Barrett does. And we haven't even talked about Vincent, Yuffie, Sid, or Cat Sith. But they might even make Cat Sith an actual good-looking character. I'm really interested to see more of the story and see the whole Biggs, Wedge, as well as Jessie relationship between her and, you know, and Biggs. I want to see if that, like, materializes. Can we see different things? Because when we played the 1997 version and even the HD version, we still got blocks and people with their fingers cut off. So to be able to see one of my favorite games of all time by 1B, I told y'all already, that this is super exciting for me. And I legitimately just had a geekgasm. I can't wait. Final Fantasy VII R, mark it on your calendar, will be the game of the year. Even if it's episodic, I don't even care. Take my money, Square Enix. Take my funds, because I want it, I need it, and I gotta have it. All the episodes, even though it's some Crisis Core in it. Can I get some Dirge of Cerberus too? Put that on the plate too. Let's just get a smorgasbord of a whole bunch of Final Fantasy VII stuff. Can we get Before Crisis as well while we own it? I don't care if I gotta wait. Give me what I've been asking for the last 20 years, which begs me to ask this question. So I'm gonna ask it to y'all. Do you remember not too long ago, Square Enix said that they were not going to make a Final Fantasy VII remake up until a Final Fantasy game made more money than Final Fantasy VII? Well, it's been a whole bunch of games Final Fantasy wise that came out since Final Fantasy VII, and none of them have they have missed the mark, you know. So my question is, was this Square's final fantasy?
And if you're still thirsty, here's another video for you right here and right here. Water's wet.